Now, Ali Abdal, the YouTuber, has a video that went completely viral, and that's a video where he explained the halo effect. Now, there's one thing about that video that might surprise you. It's a 1 minute video. Is this the new learning? Can we learn this way instead of reading books? To answer that question, let's have a look at the structure of a book. So a book starts with a prologue, an introduction. It starts to give some context, some background, and then maybe a little bit more context, and then a little bit more background. Then there is some talks about how this idea is better than others' ideas, and how this book is better than other books. You see that more and more often, I've noticed. And then there is the background of the idea itself, how this idea came about, and then you have the idea itself presented, step by step. And then you have all the advantages of this idea and how to apply it in different environments and how it has impacted the life of so many people, well, at least a few people that are mentioned in this book. And then you have a conclusion. So you might feel that I'm a bit cynical when I explain how this book structure is, but I read a lot of those, and I've noticed there's a lot of similarity and there's a lot of repetition. And you need to remember that we only remember only 10% of what we read. But if we have a look at the 1 minute learning instead, 1 minute is actually a relatively long period of time. You can do a lot of things in 1 minute. Look at all you can do when you are toasting your bread or putting the microwave for 1 minute. You can do a lot of things. And someone, I believe, can really explain a concept to you in 1 minute. And that would require to condense the content quite a smart way. Remember I don't know who said that I wrote you a long letter because I didn't have time to write you a short letter. So it's a skill to be able to really condense the concepts in just 1 minute. And then when you have gone through this 1 minute, then instead of having everything chewed up for you, then you have to do the work. You say, oh yes, I like this concept. And what can I do with it? How can I apply it? So I'm not here to say that we should kill books, obviously, especially non-fiction books. I think fiction books have this romantic, place in this world that is very nice, and I think we need to keep that. But for non-fiction books, I would really challenge the idea that we still need those long, drained books, and I think in a way that limits the knowledge that we can have. For me, I usually, for non-fiction books, I usually listen to the audio or read summaries or maybe have a look at short YouTube video. This is something that you might consider doing yourself. And if you really like the concept and you want to go into it deeper, then you can get the book. By all means, get the book.